Sisterhood is Global Institute. Tiene la palabra.
You have the floor.
Your Excellencies, you have all read the reports and watched the news about Afghanistan and have heard from the Afghan women. Afghanistan is suffering from a human rights crisis inflicted by the Taliban and a humanitarian crisis. I do not want to repeat what you already know about the starvation, the brutal crackdown on dissent by the Taliban, the full reversal of women's human rights unparalleled globally, the crying teenage girls turned back from the gates of the schools. Instead, I want you to imagine where Afghanistan might be in 5 years if the status quo continues. You will have millions of Afghan girls deprived of secondary education. You will have a very small number of female university students and subsequently a very small pool of professional women in the country. You will have another generation of women deprived of their civil, economic, social, and political rights. You will have continued exodus of educated Afghans, journalists, doctors, civil society activists, and members of minority groups, changing the social fabric of the Afghan society for the decades to come. You will have a growth in radicalization, extremism, and intolerance. I refuse to believe that the Human Rights Council can do nothing concrete to prevent this grim future for millions. We ask you again, as we did before, to support an additional strong, well-resourced accountability mechanism for Afghanistan. I urge you to take meaningful action to illustrate that the Council will not tolerate these extensive human rights violations. Thank you.